Good morning, boys and girls. This is Mr. Osteen. Today I'm here to provide for you an Enrich activity for our Chapter 7, Lesson 5, Adding and Subtracting Fractions. Before we start our activity today, I want to take some time and look over our key vocabulary with you before we start our lesson. Take a look at our key vocabulary. We have fraction, numerator, denominator, and simplest form. Now, we've been talking about fractions for quite a while now, but one key vocabulary term that I want to go over is simplest form. Simplest form is when a fraction is represented using the fewest equal parts of a whole as possible. Take, for example, the fraction of 4/6. When we have been working with simplest form for the past few days, boys and girls, we found out that we can simplify fractions by finding a common factor between both the numerator and the denominator. For the fraction of 4/6, a common factor would be 2. So when we want to simplify 4/6, all we need to do is divide both the numerator and denominator by 2. When we divide the numerator of 4 by 2, we get 2. And when we divide the denominator of 6, we get 3. So 4/6 can be equivalent to 2/3, which is in simplest form. Now that we've gone over our key vocabulary for our lesson today, let's get started. But before we start this lesson, make sure you have your Enrich activity worksheet with you so that you can follow along. Throughout our lesson today, boys and girls, we've been talking about how we can add and subtract fractions with like denominators. For your Enrich activity today, you're going to be making fraction equations. What I'm going to help you and show you is how to record the equation shown by the model. We're going to write our answer to this equation in simplest form. Take, for instance, the model for number 1. As you can see, we have a fraction strip of 1 whole that is broken up into eighths. 8/8 is equivalent to 1 whole. Now, take a look at my 2 colored lines. I have a red line and I have a blue line. What we're going to do is make an equation for this model. Take a minute and think to yourself, what is this model showing me? What am I doing? Am I adding or am I subtracting? Well, within this model, boys and girls, what we're doing is we are going to be adding. My red line shows a distance of 2/8, and my blue line shows a distance of 4/8. What we're going to do, boys and girls, is we are going to actually add 2/8 plus 4/8. When you add 2/8 plus 4/8, you get 6/8. Now, what you see over here, boys and girls, is my fraction equation. I have 2/8 plus 4/8 that equals 6/8. But you might see something new over here. I have or 3/4. 3/4 is actually turning 6/8 into simplest form. How I did that, boys and girls, is I found a common factor between 6 and 8, which is 2. When I found my common factor of 2, I divided both the numerator and the denominator by 2, and that is how you get 3/4. Take a look at number 2. The model, boys and girls, shows a fraction strip that is broken into tenths. 10/10 is equivalent to 1 whole. Take a minute and look at the model and think about what are we doing in this equation. Are we adding or are we subtracting? Within this model, boys and girls, I have 2 colored lines. I have a red line and I have a blue line. The distance of my red line shows 9/10. The distance of my blue line shows 5/10. What is actually happening here, boys and girls, is we are going to be taking away or subtracting 5/10 from the distance of 9/10. So our equation, boys and girls, is going to look like this. Our fraction equation will show 9/10 minus 5/10 to equal 4/10. Our denominator always stays the same when we're adding and subtracting like fractions. Now, boys and girls, again, you might see something new and say, well, Mr. Osby showed 2/5. 2/5 is a simplified form of 4/10. How did Mr. Osby get that? He found a common factor of 2, in which he could divide both the numerator and the denominator both by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 10 divided by 2 is 5, to get a simplest form fraction of 2/5. Now that I've given you 2 example problems within how to make fraction equations, you're going to take your time now and complete the Enrich activity worksheet. What you're going to be doing, boys and girls, is you're going to be recording the equations shown by the model, and then you're going to write your answer in simplest form. Once you've done so, there's a little riddle down at the bottom of your worksheet that you can fill out to try to find the answer to. Once you're done with your worksheet, keep your worksheet, and you can start on your homework. Thank you for your time today, boys and girls. Have fun, work hard, and have a great day.